Dan Howley, I got a question for you. Microsoft move over. Sony, you got the PS5 and you got the review.
Yes, I have the PS5. Hold on. I just need to lift it up here. This is Sony's PlayStation 5. It is absolutely enormous. It weighs almost 10 pounds. It is 15 inches long. It makes everything else in my entertainment center look childish. It also, in my opinion, looks like the love child between an Alien and a VCR, if you want to imagine that. If not, no problem. This is the system that Sony is going to be pushing for at least the next 7 years. That's how long the PlayStation 4 was on the market. The big deal about this is it includes not only a graphics boost, they also include something called ray tracing, which makes more realistic lighting, and that improves the realism of games overall. They also have a super, super fast hard drive inside. It's a solid state drive, and what that means is there's no longer super long load times. You just basically start up and you're good to go and start playing. They also have two versions of this. This is the $499 model. You can tell because it has the disk drive. There's a digital-only model for $399. That's basically to make sure that people, I don't know why I'm holding it with one hand. That's very stupid. That's basically to allow people to get in at two different price points so that they're allowed to have it. Now, the PlayStation has a all-new controller. And the big thing about this controller is that there's actually feedback inside the button. So say you're playing a racing game, for instance, and you really want to mash the pedal. You'll feel pushback from the button as if you're hitting down on a pedal in a car. It's really, really incredible stuff here. This is going to be available November 12th, but I can't talk about the PlayStation without also talking about, and really getting a workout here, Microsoft's new Xbox. I look like an idiot, and I love it. This is the Xbox Series X. This is it next to the PlayStation. You can see they're both massive. This also has ray tracing technology, improved graphics, and a super fast hard drive in it. The difference being that this will be a system that I think in the long run may have a slight edge as far as the gaming availability goes, whereas PlayStation has the built-in brand recognition that Microsoft lacked in the last generation. So between these two, it's going to be a hell of a fun time for the holidays. I just don't envy parents who have to buy this.
Dan, is it a game changer? I mean, I'm kind of a fish out of water here because I don't think I've played a video game since maybe I was 7 or 8 years old, and I've only played it probably a handful of times. But is this a game-changing type of device? Is it what the gamers out there, people like you that were so excited for this, is it living up to the hype?
I think it is. I think, as far as the issues with older generations of games, it was the loading times. It was, it's such a pain. You would start up the system and it would take, minutes for you to get into a game. To go to different stages in a game would also be load times. Those were eliminated with these. And they've also added some nice quality of life improvements. For instance, if you're playing two different games on the Xbox, there's a feature called Instant Resume, which lets you just bounce between them and you don't have to reload the game from the beginning. It just picks up where it left off. So there's big improvements on both ends of the spectrum for these types of systems. Microsoft, by the way, is offering this at $499, just like the high-end PlayStation model, but they're also offering a cheaper version called the Xbox Series S for $299, and that really will look attractive for, I think, holiday shoppers this year, whereas PlayStation's cheaper model is $399. So there's a big issue when it comes to pricing for consoles. $499 is the limit. Anything past that has never done well. So we'll see how these babies do during the Christmas and holiday season.
Dan, I really got to point this out, that the PlayStation 5, when you hold it up like this, looks like the alien from the Sigourney Weaver films, and the Xbox looks like Monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's not because I'm drinking. That's still about 20 minutes away after quitting time.